Hi everyone from a very cold Cape Town. It's raining and we're entering winter here. Good choice for me to also enter my building phase. During the building phase training program, you consume more calories than your cutting phase for the reason that you want to add as much muscle mass as you possibly can. And to enable your body to add the maximum amount of muscle mass, you need to raise your body fat level slightly, not by much, but by about 2, 3, 4% maximum. Now I'm aiming for about 9 to 10% body fat levels. I have about, let's say 8% now, and I'll pop up on the screen now the link to my diet that I'm going to follow in my building phase program. It's a rock solid diet, so you can probably learn a lot from it. Then my training program is, well, it's a very hardcore program. No fancy stuff. I stick to the basics, stick to a lot of compound moves, all focus to really hit the muscles very hard with low reps to force muscle failure and then to ignite growth. In my building phase, I train 4 days a week, not more. When I hit the body that hard and that intense with the heavy weights, then I need time to recuperate. So when you're young, let's say 20 years or 25 years, then you probably can squeeze out 5 training days a week in a building phase period. I need that 3 days to recuperate, to rest, to recover, and for my body to just heal itself. My building phase training is not more than a 3-month period, for the pure reason that hitting the body that hard, you will start feeling that your tendons will start getting very tender. Your joints will become tender, and the pain will start getting gradually worse and worse and worse. So at the end of your 3-month period of your building phase, you will find that you have to stop with your building phase to allow your body to recover with your tendons and your joints and, well, your sore muscles. And then you will enter a cutting phase, which will be less pressure on your body, your joints and your tendons, and allow recovering. I am at my heaviest ever, 90.3 kilograms. I'm just 1.75 meters tall, so that is quite heavy, and that's a lot of muscle mass I'm carrying. So it'll be interesting to see what this building phase is going to deliver, because I'm entering into new territory. I've never been this heavy in my life, so I'm quite excited. Let's see what happens. There will definitely be some flexing videos coming forth. Okay, so back to the training. My training is Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays and Fridays. So Wednesdays, Saturdays and Sundays I'm off. Not doing anything, not cardio or anything, just resting and spend time with the family. So Mondays is a pec workout, a tricep workout, and a calf workout. I will do 3 exercises on the pec workouts, and I will do 3 exercises on the tricep workouts, and 1 exercise on the calf workouts. On the tricep and pec exercises, I will do for each set a rep range of 6 to 8 reps, with the key that on the 7th or 8th rep you must fail on each of the sets. You must fail, have complete muscle failure. Now that is hard if you reckon that on every set with your last rep, your 7th, 8th rep, you will have complete muscle failure, and therefore you need to rest a little bit in between the sets. About 2.5, 3, maybe 4 minutes even. You have to rest long enough to be able to do the next set to absolute failure again. Failure means you cannot lift that weight anymore. You fail completely. I will do 1 pec exercise and then alternate it with a tricep exercise. Then back to a pec exercise, alternate it again with a tricep, back to the last pec exercise, and then the last tricep exercise. And then when I'm finished with that, I will do the calf exercises, but just 1 exercise. It will be the standing calf raise, and go as heavy as possible. Only do 3 sets, and with calf exercises you don't do only 8 reps or 7 or 8 reps per set. There you will do between 15 to 20 reps. Calves has got a different type of muscle fiber than your pecs or your triceps, for example. That's a type of muscle you're using every day. When you're walking, with everything you do, you're using your calf muscles. Your calf muscle, your abs, they're all different type of muscle types, and you need to hit them with a higher rep range to stimulate growth. But in the 15 to 20 reps that you do, you still need to reach absolute muscle failure to ignite growth. On the pec exercises, nothing fancy. I'm doing bench presses. I will start off usually with either flat bench or incline bench, and then the next one I will do again either a flat bench or incline bench. If I started with the incline bench, then I will do the next one, I will do the flat bench. And then the last pec exercise I will do would typically be like a finishing exercise, like a fly, cable fly, or you could do a fly on the bench. I just find the cable fly easier to do, especially if you don't have a training partner. The cable fly is slightly easier because you're less prone to hurt yourself with that. But if you've got a training partner, it's always better to use the loose weights. For triceps, I will do the dip. That is by far, in my opinion, the best exercise to stimulate growth on the triceps. And I do again there, I don't do, because you're doing against your own body weight, I don't do 6 to 8 reps. Target to about 20 reps that I do, and usually I fail on about the 20th rep or round about there. The next tricep exercise will be skull crushes. There you just go very, very heavy, and you need to take the weight so you will fail on your 6 to 8th rep. The last tricep exercise, that'll be a kickback, tricep kickbacks, where I do it alternately every arm. And again, there you need to choose the weight so you fail within rep 6 to 8. I always do my pec exercises and tricep exercises first, and then to end my workout session, I'll go over and do the calf exercise. Right, on to Tuesday. Tuesday, shoulders, traps, and abs. Again, I do 3 shoulder exercises, 3 trap exercises, and afterwards ab workout. Now, the shoulder exercises, I will do 1 shoulder exercise, alternated by 1 trap exercise, and back to 1 shoulder exercise, 1 trap exercise, and then the last shoulder exercise and the last trap exercise, and then afterwards the ab workout. The first exercise for shoulders will be the lateral dumbbell raises. Go heavy. This is a very important exercise for the width of the shoulders. Choose your weight so that you fail on rep 6 to 8. That'll be followed by a shrug. You need to go very, very, very heavy. This is a very important exercise that you need to concentrate on your technique there, because mentally you need to focus on the trap so that only the trap does the work. And that is how you ignite trap growth, by getting that mind-muscle connection. The following shoulder exercise will be a press machine that I'll go to. Now, you can use free weights. It's always better to use free weights. But I lately struggle a little bit with my tendons, and I find that using now and then a machine helps me to focus more on a specific muscle of the shoulder and to like bypass the tendon. So it's a bit tendon friendly, if I can call it that. So I'll use the press machine, the shoulder press machine. Again, there you put it as heavy as possible. Maybe get a training partner just to help you spot there. Again, that is followed by shrugs. Now you can choose a different type of, you can do it with a barbell, the shrugs maybe, or you can do it as specific shrug machines also that you can lift. Or you can use again the free weights of shrugs that you use in the first shrug exercise. Doesn't matter, but as long as you squeeze that shrugs and get that mind-muscle connection and really get complete muscle failure at rep 6 to 8. That is followed by the last shoulder exercise for the rear delts, and you'll do the bent over rear delt flies. I must try and do my videos in Afrikaans. My English sucks. Anyway, after you finish with the rear delt flies, another shrug, any shrug, as long as you get complete muscle failure at rep 6 to 8. And then you move on to your ab workouts. Now the ab workouts, I do usually ball exercise, ball crunches. So I lie on the exercise ball with my lower back, and I'll just slightly raise my upper body and crunch the abs. Now if your abs do not pain you, like seriously pain you, then you're not doing it right. When I usually do about 25 reps to get my abs to a point of failure. And the pain is so excruciating, I cannot continue. That pain means you get the right focus to just use your abs to do the crunch. A lot of guys do this completely wrong. And that is why the abs is not responding. That is why I got such a good six-pack. You have to get that mind-muscle connection with your abs and feel them aching and paining when you do that. On to Thursday, back, biceps and calves. You'll do 3 back exercises, 3 bicep exercises, and 1 calf exercise. You alternate the back and bicep exercises, and then at the end you will do the 1 calf exercise. The first back exercise you will do is like a warm-up type of exercise for the lower back, where you'll do back extensions. 3 sets of, I do around about 15 reps in a set there, because it's considered a warm-up exercise. Straight after that, I'll move on to the wide grip pull-ups. Now this is a gruesome exercise. You do your 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps there, and you can add weight. You know, if you reach your limits, start adding weights. This is very good for back growth. That is followed by the barbell bicep curl. Again, 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Go heavy, and make sure you get the squeeze at the top of the exercise to make the bicep peak nicely. Then it's the seated row. 3 sets, go heavy. Make sure your form and technique is correct here. After that, you'll do the alternating dumbbell curl. You can do it standing or sitting, it doesn't matter. You follow that up with a bent over rows, 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Go very heavy. That'll be separately. You'll do the one arm, then you'll do the other arm, and you'll do it 3 times. That will be followed by the preacher curl. Very good finishing exercises for the biceps. Critically here is to make sure that you get the squeeze at the top. That squeeze, if you get that regularly, that will mean that your bicep will have a much nicer peak when you flex it. To finish off your Thursday training program, you will do standing calf raises. Remember, the calves is a different type of muscle fiber, and it's stimulated by a higher rep range. Typically 15, you can go up to 25 even, but let's say 15 to 20 reps. But you must fail on each of the Thursday exercises, on each of them. At the last rep, you must fail on those exercises. This is what stimulates growth. Right, the Friday exercises will be the upper legs and the abs. Now, I've got a knee problem. So for me, squats and, deadlifts to an extent is basically completely out. So I can't do that. And this is 2 very key exercises. So if you do not struggle with your knees, you need to do squats, you need to do deadlifts. This is some of the best compound exercises out there. But I don't do it, so let's move on to my training program. The first leg training exercise I'll do is leg press. Obviously, you need to try and go as heavy as possible. This is a very good leg growth exercise, and it's also a friendly exercise for the knees, for those like me that struggle with knee problems. The second leg exercise will be leg extensions. Can't go very heavy on the leg extensions because it's not that much a knee-friendly exercise. So I do it fairly light, but I do it with a nice squeeze at the top. Then that is followed by some ab exercises. I'll do ball crunches. After that, I'll do weighted lunges. When my knee is hurting a bit, then I don't put weights on. But if my knee is fine, then I'll put some weights on. But you do a fair amount of sets of lunges to really make your legs feel like jello. Then the last one you'll do is another ab exercise. Typically I'll do Russian curls at this point, but be careful here. You need to take care of your back, and your technique must be 100% right. Okay guys, well, this is my training program. Everybody, cheers, work out hard and grow.